Number one and his teammates were all working very hard to shunt trucks for the war. How long is this over? Asked one. At least about like the rest of the day, said another. This was number one. Suddenly, the manager arrived. Where is number one? He said. I'm right here, sir, said number one. Now what seems to be the problem? Your crew and driver and fireman have all taken a ship down to a railway. Oh, and that's a problem because this is the third time that they've done this. And I cannot have those kind of people working on my railway. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm afraid your drivers and firemen are fired for the London, Britain, and South Coast Railway. And it settled them. I'm hiring replacements for you, number one. Well, number one. What do you think of your crew? I'm sure they're just having a nice long break. Meanwhile, inside the manager's office, he was just sitting down doing a bunch of paperwork until when his telephone rang. Hello? He said. Yes, is this the manager? Yeah, it is. There's two men that just hopped on board on one of your engines, and so they're taking him down to the docks. The manager hung up and then he got inside his car and chased down his little engine. But as he arrived at the docks, it was too late. There he saw was number one being shipped out to the sea, while his two brothers were all whistling goodbye for him. Later, the boat arrived at the docks, and there was number one unloaded. But as he was unloaded, a man wearing a top hat walked up and shook the boatman's hand. It's so good to see you again. Again? You mean I met him before? Yes. Hi, my name is Bertram Topham Hatt, but call me Sir Topham Hatt, or the Fat Controller. Last week I had an appointment with your drivers and firemen to see how does all the E2 class tank engine works. They all say that all the E2 class tank engines are all a little bit struggles, because apparently they do not have the extended side tanks, but with your extended side tanks, water helps it to go through better. So I've been giving it like a lot of thought, and so I decided to buy you, because you had the extended side tanks. Plus, you're the youngest one of the whole group anyways. For what? Well, they'll be tracking you down, said the boatman. We're in the middle of a war. They have better things to worry about. And indeed, they did. Quickly! Shoot him before he kills us all! I am gonna have her funeral, and I'm gonna put an end to all this madness! Later, number one soon met all of the engines on Sudor. Well, sort of. He was meeting in one engine short. Hello, he said. I'm Colin. I'm Neil. I'm Lily. And mine's Adam. And I just got too many names. They call me Wilson, Red Max, the Red Engine, but my preferred name is Eagle. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. Oh man, we're missing an engine. Oh yeah. Who are we missing? A K2440 named Edward, but he's a bit of a long story. Oh really? Maybe I should just go meet him. I don't think that would be easy, because he hardly ever talks to anyone, after on that one incident day. Oh, well, I'm pretty sure he just needs someone to talk to. Hello, you must be Edward, correct? Well, I do not really have that much of an official name, but everybody calls me number one. Oh, come on now, you gotta say something. Cinders and ashes! Something I smashed right through the glass roof. Quickly, is everybody okay? You talked. That ain't part of the subject. Ah, hello, engines. Who are you? Hans, little blue engine, and keep it quiet. You do got that gun in your hand, but you're no match for me. Stay tight, number one. I'm gonna go and try to find the Fat Controller. And there puffed Edward away, leaving number one and the German man behind. Well, look at him go. Suddenly, the German man does not sound German no more. Number one was confused. Have you lived in Germany on your whole life? Man. I guess there's no other way how to say this. But My name is Hans. It really is. But unfortunately, my family relatives was part Germany. And so Germany made me to join forces with them. And I did not want to be a part of that no more. I was born here on Sodor, but due since my family relatives were part Germany, they forced me. So I decided to escape. And oh man, I'm so sorry I crashed my plane into your shed, but I had no choice. Oi, what's going on over here? Ah, he's got a gun. Neil, calm down. He's on our side. And number one explained everything. Neil, I need your help with something. I need you to take Hans far away from over here. And what makes you think I'm gonna do that? He maybe did build, but that does not mean that he's not our enemy. Well, that is true, but please. Alright, fine. I'll take him to Croven's Gate, but in the meantime, I'm out of here. I am not a part of this. Which means that once I do this, I'm gonna act like I never did heard about this, and I'm gonna pretend like I never heard about him. Oh, thank you so much, Neil. Yes, thank you very much. Don't thank me yet. As Neil puffed away, the Fat Controller arrived. Ah, number one. I have a special job for you. I need you to take some trucks and shut them for Eagle for me, please. And where do you want me to go to? Vickerstown. Alright, I guess I can do that. Good. You do know how to get there, do you? It is right beside Arsdale, isn't it? Yep. Alright, I'll go. Excellent. As number one was shunting, he started thinking about Hans even more. And he started thinking that was it okay or not. His driver noticed this. Hang on now, number one. I'm pretty sure that every station has these kind of documents. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure that the station has a document about Hans. To see if he is friends or foe. When the goods train was soon done, number one's driver walked inside of Vickerstown and checked the documents. He suddenly then ran back to see number one. I got some good news, he said. Turns out that he actually is a part of us. And just like what Hans said, he was part German, so then he did not have a choice. But now he does now. Ah, hello, number one. How's it been? Oh, hey Eagle. Haven't you heard? Heard about what? There's this German man that just crashed right through Timothy's windows. Yeah. What? How are the policemen hearing about him? Well, Edward just reported them up, and then they discovered that he was at Croven's Gate. Oh, bust my buffers! What? And number one quickly explained everything. Oh, well then. Wait, where's this train heading to? Ellsbridge? That's right beside Croven's Gate. Please, Eagle, can I please take your train? Please? Well, I know the directions there, please. Alright, if you insist. But, be careful, number one. And when everything was all ready, number one quickly stormed on out of the station on a search for saving Hans's life. We're not running a race, number one. I know, but this is an emergency!
I know you're here. Come out and face me. I will fire my trigger. I will shoot you. On the count of three, you better come out here.
1, 2.
Alright, you asked for this.
No! Don't shoot!
Hans is innocent, I swear. He only went to Germany war because apparently his family relatives were a part of Germany. But he bailed on his airplane because he did not want to be a part of it no more.
It's true. I really do not want to be part of this war, but they forced me to. Oh, really? Where were you born then?
Here's the documents. It's all in here. As the policeman looked right through the documents, he suddenly realized, well then, I'm not gonna arrest you then, but I still do need you to come with me for some questioning, if I may speak. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't thank me. Thank him for saving your life.
Number one, is Hans okay? Well, the policeman had been giving this like a lot of thought, and I'm free. I'm now a engine driver's or fireman for a substitute at least.
Woohoo!
Hey, I'm sorry for reporting you up. Hey, it's alright. It's alright. You did what you thought was correct. And by the way, my brothers and sisters have been always telling me that if you explain about what is wrong or what makes you sad, you should explain it, because it will make you feel better, because you're talking to someone else. And does anybody know why he's upset? No, not really. No. I've been on the sordor longer than anyone else, but I was in Scotland at this time, so I was not really recalled anything. So, why are you upset? Alright, but the story I'm about to tell you all must not be explained to others. You got it? We promise. The story happened when I first came to Sodor last year, in 1914. I had an acquaintance, my brother, that came to Sodor with me. He was painted orange with black and white all over. His name was Tiger. Tiger and I were the only two tender engines that ran on those rails, and we both had 2 jobs each. I took in passenger trains, and Tiger took in the goods. I was kind with the coaches, but Tiger was rough with the trucks. I warned him to be careful, but he took no notice. Then all of a sudden one day, our director arrived to see Tiger. Guys, there's this a war that's going on now, and unfortunately, they asked me to deliver some nukes into their companies. So Tiger, since that you're our goods engine, do you mind taking the train? I will, sir. I warned Tiger to be careful, but Tiger should have listened. While the war was going on, I decided to take a nap, since all the trains were canceled. I closed my eyes, then... What the blue ack? That sounds like an explosion. I quickly left to go see what was the trouble. But as I arrived to see what happened, burnt wood, metal, and ashes laid everywhere. A batter number 15 lay between my wheels. I closed my eyes and said, I warned him, I said. The engine's eyes went as wide as golf balls. So the winter that Neil soon came to the railway, Sudrian had just told him it was just me that came, but he did not explain about Tiger. And Sudrian had understood my pain, so then he let me have a day off for like a while, because Tiger was the only brother I had that was very close to me. And then he bought U4 engines, and I just left inside the shed. Hey man, you and I are the same. Oh yeah? How could you tell? Because you and I have something in common. My brothers are dead, and they were very close to me, and I was close to them. Then how did you get over it? 'Cause, number one, for example, I do not have to be a part of the war. And number two, I had these guys. These guys are my friends. They are what I have now. This home is what I have. Edward made a soft smile. You're right, number one. I should just move on already. That's a spirit, Edward. Justin, the fat controller of. Number one, can I please see you? Well, I guess I better go now. See you guys later. Number one, I would like to say I'm very appreciative about what you did at Hans 2 days ago. Well, I was just trying to do the right thing, sir. Blue train, Daddy. Blue train. I would like for you to meet my son named Thomas. Number one. What? Huh. Thomas. I quite like that name. Sir? Yes? I think I just thought of myself of a good name. I don't really want to be called number one for the rest of my life. I want to be given a name. So you want to be named after my son? Yup. Yes, sir. I do. Then it's settled then. Thomas the Tank Engine. So ever since that day, me and Edward have been firm friends with each other, stronger than it ever was before. Suddenly, in the year 1922, Henry soon joined in the picture, and same goes to Gordon. But I'm afraid you're going to have to ask them for the story of something like that. Oh, please, Daddy, can I go find them, please? Wait until when I get done with Thomas's cylinder rod. I'm almost done here. And matter of fact, you're actually done now, Thomas. Well then, I guess today's your lucky day then. I'll see you guys later, everyone. And your question? Yes, we will see Gordon and Henry. Because I'm curious. How was their first day on the island of Sodor? Oh, thank you, Daddy. You're the greatest.